I'm Amy from Doodle Dog Designs. In this video, I'm going to make a primitive patriotic star wall hanger. I've got 5 sticks. They're 17 inches long, about 1 1/4 inch wide, and about 3/16 of an inch thick. And I am going to give these each just a light coat of white paint, a little whitewash. Just going to do this real lightly. I don't want them to be super white. Could even water the paint down a little bit. I'm going to do the sides. I'm not going to worry about the back, but I'll do the edges. And these, I did not sand them after we cut them. They're just very rustic looking. The paint is dry on these, so now I am going to form them into a star. Start with 2. I got some little tiny tacks and I'm going to tack them in place. After I tack them, I can still move it around to make sure I've got everything like I want it, and then I will glue the pieces together. So just these tiny little nails. I'm going to use some needle nose pliers to hold them. And I want to get through 2 layers, but I don't want to go all the way through, so I can easily pull them back out. With the tack in each corner, now I can move it around and get it in a position that I like it. So what I want to do to get it in the right position is I want to look at it from all the different sides. And if it looks good from all the different sides, meaning any of the points could be the top, then I can be pretty assured that I've got my angles right. You could also do a little measuring on each side of the star points to make sure that those measurements match. So that's pretty close to being even all the way around, and it looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tacky glue and clamps. I'm nearing the end of my bottle of glue here, so it doesn't come out easy. So I'm going to put the glue on the inside points here, and then I can glue these without having to take my nails out. And then later I can take the nails out and glue the points, and what I've glued here in the center will hold everything together. I will let the glue set up for a while now, and then I will come back and glue the points later. I've let this dry a couple of hours. So you can see that that firmed things up and I'm not able to move it around anymore, so I'm going to take the nails out. Now I'm going to glue the 5 points together. I'm going to take my clamps off. It has had more time to dry now. The star is too bright white for my taste, so I'm going to use this Folk Art Home Decor antiquing wax. And I am going to rub it around on the edges of the star to give it more of an antique look. I have this flag. It is about 12 1/4 inches tall and 17 1/2 inches wide. It is attached to this flagpole with a staple. I'm going to take the staple out. And then it will just slide right off of this flagpole. I'll save this for some other project where I need a dowel rod. Now the flag itself, very crisp and white, and I prefer a primitive grungy look, so I am going to coffee dye it. I've mixed up some instant coffee, and now I'm going to put the flag into my hot instant coffee. I'm going to let that soak for a few minutes. Now I'm going to take it out and I'll squeeze out the excess liquid. And then I'm going to put it on a towel to dry and I'll leave it crinkled up. I'm going to take my flag that I coffee dyed earlier and I'm going to just do a quick fan fold. This is not even, nor does it need to be. And I'm going to put the right side of the flag through the middle, right here. And then I'm going to open this back up, but still leave the creases a little bit in it. And I'm just going to clip it here so I can arrange it. So I've got this side fanned out a little bit. Then I'm going to bring this end through this little hole here. And then I want to open that up a little bit as well. Like I'm just fanning it out just a little bit. Again, I'm just using these clips to hold things in place so I can work with it as I design the elements to get it how I want it to be. I'm going to take a piece of jute and come around here to the back and I'm going to tie so I want the string to be here where it won't be seen from the front. I want to tie this closed so that it will bring this down a little bit further. And then I can glue it down here. So meanwhile, I'll clamp that there so we can see how that looks. And then I think this would look better if these two stripes were brought together like that. I have some red, white, and blue strips of fabric that I have torn so they have ravelly edges, and I'm going to bring those together, not necessarily so that they're centered, but varied. And then I have a piece of cheesecloth that's been coffee dyed. I'm going to bring it into the middle and I'm going to tie a knot. And then this will be a little streamer for the flag. And I'm going to put it up here at the top. Now that I have a basic idea of how I want things to look, I'm going to start gluing things together with the hot glue. I'm going to start on the back and glue this down back here. You can tell from the back side of this that these pieces of wood were just some scrap wood that we had laying around. I really don't even know what they were originally used for. And then I'm going to glue this fold over. Won't take much there. And then on this end, I'm going to have to do a little bit more gluing just to get all the pleats to stay in place. And then I want this to stay in this vicinity right in here. Knots in the wood are really showing up a lot brighter than the rest of the stained wood. So I'm going to flip those areas over a little bit. I'm going to take some jute and wrap it around the points of the star. So it kind of looks like the jute is holding the star together. It's not, of course. I have a couple different kinds of jute. This one is a lot more loose, and I have some that are very tightly twisted, and I'm using the looser for this project. And I have this rusty star. I'm going to put it right over the top here. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe below. I'll see you next time. Bye.